Starring
Valerie Gonzalez,
Jacob Stuckey,
Sierra Gause,
and Josh Kilmer. Everything you are seeing right now is science.
the screen you are viewing this on is science.
the chair you're sitting in, the clothes you're wearing, and even the sounds that you are hearing now are science.
it is the core of all life and has created the world we live in now.
When you're asked the question, why is science important? This is your usual response.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Well, I don't know it, so sorry.
Because it contributes to everyday society.
Science is important because then we wouldn't know how to cook things without knowing what heat is, and then we might as well just burn our houses down and then still not know why we burnt our houses down.
Science is important because it allows us to fry chicken. And without chicken, this world would be a terrible place.
And now it's time for Science in the Hallway. Our next contestant is Brad Parrish. Come on down. All right, Brad, so why do you think science is important? Hopefully you think it's important.
I believe science is important, Valerie,
Why?
because I believe it helps us to understand a technological part of our lives that not many of us can comprehend at such a young age.
That is very, very deep, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next contestant here is Mr. Garrett Cox. Come on down, Garrett. So, Garrett, why do you think science is important?
Well, I think science is important because it helps us solve everyday problems. Without science, we wouldn't be able to go to the toilet. So, I think science is extremely important because it helps us solve everyday problems that we would otherwise be useless without.
And, we wouldn't have toilet paper either.
Exactly.
So. Well, thank you for your time, Garrett Cox. And our next contestant is Stefan. Now, Stefan, why do you think science is important?
Why science is important?
Yes.
Well, science is important because science has to do with everything. It's in nature, it's in the way we think, it's the way we eat, how we digest food. It's just in everything.
That's all true. Thank you very much, Stefan. And then, we dug a little deeper and got this answer.
Because without science, there is no life, and that means there is nothing else.
Everything kind of revolves around science.
Science helps us understand everything.
Everything is science.
Science is important because it's the answer to all things.
Science is the search for knowledge. Knowledge is power, so science is power.
Because it shows you how your world works, and once again, if you know how your world works, you have more power.
And then we dug even deeper and got this sophisticated answer.
I think because in literature, when you read science fiction, a lot of the works where it was just something in their imagination, it ended up something that led to inventions and creations and ideas that helped make life easier. It helped ease some of the burdens. It helped free up people's time and the labor process so that we could enjoy a better quality of life and still have a lot of leisure time because you didn't have to work so hard.
After getting other people's opinions on why science is important, each one of us came up with our own ideas. Josh, why do you think science is important?
Science is important because it just involves everything. Our life would be kind of pretty bad if we didn't have science. We'd still be making fire with rocks and stuff. So, I think it's kind of cool that we can live in buildings and stuff with heat and just have a good life. Why do you think science is important?
I think science is important because we use it every day. Like, for example, we use the scientific method every day to solve our problems, whether we know we're using it or not. It's basically the glue that holds our world together. Why do you think science is important?
Science is important because it's basically the DNA of our lives. If we didn't have certain parts of it, we wouldn't be able to do the normal things that we usually do, like eating and getting places and just waking up in the morning. Our definition of the world would be totally skewed. So Jacob, why do you think science is important?
Well, I think science is important because we like eating cake. First of all, we have to get the packaging to put the cake in. After that, we have to quickly make the cake using ingredients grown in the fresh garden, such as grass or maybe cheese. And then we put that in the cake, and we simply stir it up and make the cake using science and heat, which makes a reaction, making it go from dough to, oh, not dough, batter to cake. And then we put the cake in our mouths and watch while the moistness melts and we savor every last bit of it. And then it goes through our digestive system, which also has to do with science. And then, yeah, you know what happens next. Welcome to
The STEM Show! Woo! So guys,
Am I going to place it on the table?
wait.
Okay.
So we're here talking today about why we think STEM skills are important. And STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And Jacob has a special object that we are going to discuss STEM about. So Jacob, would you please place that object on the table?
Sure. The object is this stem, coincidentally.
Oh, really? So would you like to talk about the science part of the STEM? And we'll just go around this way.
I think that's Josh's job, right, Josh?
Sure. Well, it's this stem right here, all plants, most plants actually make oxygen, and oxygen keeps us alive, so I think science plays into a role into a little stem to keep us alive.
That was really good. Yeah. Okay, so the technology behind the STEM, that's probably a little bit harder. What would y'all say the STEM provides technology of, or?
Well,
Oh, I know.
take it away.
We use technology to grow the STEM by putting seeds in the ground and watering it and stuff like that. What were you gonna say?
And also, in ancient Indian times, the Indians used to use this stem, like little things like this here stem, to weave baskets out of, which can also be a form of technology back then.
That's true, and if you're hungry enough, you can even eat the stem.
Yeah.
It has a lot of nutrients and stuff. Okay, so what about the engineering of a stem?
Well, they have to make like certain what do they
Chemicals?
call it? Machines to
yeah.
plant like bigger plants, like, and even just like doing that, you have like a little shovel. You can just dig a hole in the ground and put the seed in there, and even that shovel is a form of engineering because someone had to weld that thing together. So.
Its parents also engineered it, who were married.
Okay, what about the math of the stem?
Well, you can use a ruler type object to measure the stem. Ooh, maybe rulers are even made out of the stem. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah, I mean, like
fiber.
you can make a ruler out of this here stem by just measuring it, marking it, and then.
Yeah.
So that's probably the end of our video. Stay tuned for our future music video called I Love STEM.
If we didn't have technology, then we wouldn't be where we are today.
It makes modern life a lot easier.
I love STEM. I love all the parts of STEM, and I just want to learn everything, but I can't learn everything.
So anyway, I am a STEM lover and I love to learn. I'm sorry I'm thinking about STEM again. I really love STEM.
I'm thinking about STEM again and again and again and again and again.
Think about how STEM helps our life and how it's important.
I think about how smart I feel when I'm learning.
Trophy.
I just love STEM and I want STEM and I want STEM in a basket and I want little bow ties.
And I love STEM.
And I want STEM.
And I want STEM on a rainbow.
And in my bed, and I just want to go around. Oh no, that's not good.